Called to Love by Anthony de Mello, Meditation 5. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. Mark 10:25. What can one do to attain happiness? There is nothing you or anyone else can do. Why? For the simple reason that you're already happy right now. So how can you acquire what you already have? If that is so, why do you not experience this happiness which is already yours? Because your mind is creating unhappiness all the time. Drop this unhappiness of your mind, and the happiness that has always been yours will instantly surface. How does one drop unhappiness? Find out what is causing it and look at the cause unflinchingly. It will automatically drop. Now, if you look carefully, you will see that there is one thing and only one thing that causes unhappiness. The name of that thing is attachment. What is an attachment? An emotional state of clinging caused by the belief that without some particular thing or some person, you cannot be happy. This emotional state of clinging is composed of two elements, one positive and the other is negative. The positive element is the flash of pleasure and excitement, the thrill that you experience when you get what you're attached to. The negative element is the sense of threat and tension that always accompanies the attachment. Think of someone gobbling up food in a concentration camp. With one hand, he brings the food to his mouth. With the other, he protects it from his neighbours who will grab it from him the moment he lowers his guard. There, you have the perfect image of the attached person. So an attachment by its very nature makes you vulnerable to emotional turmoil and is always threatening to shatter your peace. So how can you expect an attached person to enter that ocean of happiness called the kingdom of God? As well expect a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. Now the tragedy of an attachment is that if its object is not attained, it causes unhappiness. But if it is attained, it does not cause happiness. It merely causes a flash of pleasure followed by weariness. And it is always accompanied, of course, by the anxiety that you may lose the object of your attachment. You will say, "Can't I keep just one attachment?" Of course, you can keep as many as you want, but for each attachment you pay a price in lost happiness. Think of this. The nature of attachments is such that even if you satisfy many of them in the course of a single day, the one attachment that was not satisfied will prey upon your mind and make you unhappy. There is no way to win the battle of attachments. As well search for water without wetness as for an attachment without unhappiness. No one has ever lived who has come up with a formula for keeping the objects of one attachment without struggle, anxiety, fear, and sooner or later, defeat. There is only one way to win the battle of attachments. Drop them. Contrary to popular belief, dropping attachments is easy. All you have to do is see, but really see, the following truths. First truth, you are holding on to a false belief, namely, the belief that without this particular person or thing you will not be happy. Take your attachments one at a time and see the falseness of this belief. You may encounter resistance from your heart, but the moment you do see, there will be an immediate emotional result. At that very instant, the attachment loses its force. Second truth, if you enjoy things, refusing to let yourself be attached to them, that is, refusing to hold the false belief that you will not be happy without them, you are spared all the struggle and emotional strain of protecting them and guarding them for yourself. Has it occurred to you that you can keep all the objects of your attachments without giving them up, without renouncing a single one of them, and you can enjoy them even more on a non-attachment, non-clinging basis, because you are peaceful now and relaxed and unthreatened in your enjoyment of them? The third and final truth: if you learn to enjoy the scent of 1,000 flowers, you will not cling to one or suffer when you cannot get it. If you have 1,000 favourite dishes, the loss of one will go unnoticed and leave your happiness unimpaired. But it is precisely your attachments that prevent you from developing a wider and more varied taste for things and people. In the light of these three truths, no attachment can survive, but the light must shine uninterruptedly if it is to be effective. Attachments can only thrive in the darkness of illusion. The rich man cannot enter the kingdom of joy, not because he wants to be bad, but because he chooses to be blind.